Well, there you go. Around the world, Suterra creates healthier environments by dramatically reducing the use of conventional insecticides. Each year, their products are used to treat millions of acres of tree fruit, nut, citrus, vine, and vegetable crops across 5 continents. But recent weather has delayed the access to the field for some local growers, and many growers are asking if they can still use mating disruption. So here to answer these questions, Andrea Holman from Suterra. So explain, we've had you on several times and we've talked about this a lot. I think it's fascinating. So explain what mating disruption is and why many local growers are dealing with the issue of access right now.
So mating disruption is a way of controlling pest populations that's non-toxic and doesn't affect any of the other pests in the field. But typically at this time of year we would put out the puffers, which go 1 per acre.
Right.
But when the fields are wet, you can't really get out there. So some growers are wondering if they can still put the puffers up, and the answer is yes. But we're also switch over to some other styles or platforms of the mating disruption. So we have some that are sprayable, so you can actually put them out like you would any other kind of sprayable pest insecticide or whatever. So you can use drones, airplanes, spray rigs, kind of anything. We've seen some really creative ways. So you just spray it out. Really low rates though. Yeah. And that's what's amazing. So like for vine mealybug, so this is for grapes, you could spray it out at 0.9 to 0.18 fluid ounces per acre.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, this treats 30 acres.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe
so
it?
that's a lot less product than some of your normal insecticides.
A lot less product.
All right, so I was doing a little bit of research before I came out here. Cool. And there is an increasing demand for sustainable crop protection, and there's now more people going into the space that you're in. So I was reading that this market of mating disruption could grow to $6.1 billion by 2026. So it's a big industry, but Suterra is the only name that I know. So how do you guys fit into this marketplace? Well,
we've really been pioneers in this space. I mean, we have invented the aerosol mating disruption, and we are the first to market with the sprayable formulations, and we're the first to market with the tags with dispensers for vine mealybug, for California red scale. So we're really the pioneers in this. And so we've done a lot of education in the different crops and different ag spaces around the world. Yeah. And now it's all about driving adoption. So now we have competitors in the space, which is fine. But you know, it's all about driving adoption, because the more growers that use this, the better that it works. And so if everybody can get on it, all of your neighbors, the pest populations really stay low.
Will go down.
Yeah, and then you can cut out insecticide sprays.
And so what pests are we talking about? You mentioned the mealybug. Yep. But I've seen the pests that really target our citrus. What is that one?
So the California red scale is a pest in citrus, and around here, since we have so much fresh market fruit, it's a cosmetic pest.
Oh, okay.
So it lives on the outside of the skin and it doesn't ever move, so it looks like, you know, something that's
just
kind of yucky on
appetizing.
there. But the packing houses don't like it.
Right.
So they will reject your crop, or they will downgrade it. They won't pay you as much. And so it's very important that we keep it under control. Yeah. And it's just one way to help the growers.
And so this is a great, simple solution to make sure, because you were telling me when we met at the Ag Show, you know, we talk about pests during the year and how they affect the crop, but at the end of the year, you want to make sure that your crop is as good as it possibly can be, so 1, it doesn't get rejected, and 2, so you can bonus when you have a really nice looking crop. Another thing that I was looking at is what you guys are looking into, and I was reading an article about indoor pest solutions, which I thought was fascinating. So talk about that.
Yes, so the puffer IMM, it's Indian meal moth, and it's for stored product moths. Right. So there's a whole range of moths that go in there. But if you think about almonds or pistachios and all the big nut processors that you see when you drive up and down the 99 or they have a lot of food product in there, and pests love that. They love it. So we have a very similar puffer device that can go inside of these stored product facilities, and it's a similar thing. So it's completely non-toxic to the people working there. There's no residue that gets on any of the food products, and it's totally safe. And export markets really
love that. Well, that's fascinating. So I think, because you know, I am sort of like in the ag industry, but I'm thinking about my clothes, and there are tons of warehouses out there that have, you know, tons and tons of clothing that could probably use a solution like this too, because moths love clothing.
I'm sure we will look into any kind of moth that eats just about anything.
I'm sure that's where you guys are headed. All right, Andrea Holman, thank you so much for being here with us today. We have all the information about Suterra on our website as well. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.